Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome at this presentation of University of Ljubljana Faculty of Music. My name is Miha Rogina. I am a Vice Dean for Study Affairs at the Academy of Music. University of Ljubljana Faculty of Music is an institution of national importance because we are the only institution in our country having programs to educate for musical art professions, for musical pedagogy professions, and research in music professions. And of course, as such, we are aiming to be internationally comparable. We have a vision that until year 2027, we would be placed among the more quality institutions of this profession in Middle European places. And we also aim to have international accreditation until 2027. In October 2022, we have moved to new places at Congress Square 1 in Ljubljana. The building is ancient Palace Casina, which has been fully renovated, having now complete infrastructure, which is necessary to make successful studies of music. To give you some facts about our institution, it was founded in 1939, 84 years ago. We have quite high student to faculty ratio, which means 3/1. Currently, we host 435 students in our all programs and through our all years. 20% of them are international students. We host 87 full-time professors and 81 part-time professors. The Academy of Music has the following departments. We give classes in composition, music theory, conducting, voice and opera singing, of course, keyboard instruments, string instruments, wind, brass and percussion instruments, as well as music pedagogy, sacred music, early music, and jazz. These departments represent vertical structure of our study programs. And at the same time, we have cathedrals or chairs, which are linking these departments horizontally, which means that certain subjects which are being taught at chairs are being linked to several departments. These chairs currently are music theory, chamber music, history of music, music education, cathedra for brass instruments, complementary piano, piano accompaniment, and contemporary music, as well as jazz. We offer in all three education levels, which means bachelor studies, master's studies, and also we have doctoral studies. At bachelor degree program, we have two programs. These are musical arts, which contains 27 principal studies, mostly all the instruments, as well as sacred music, conducting, composition. And we are very proud that in this school year, in the next school year, we are going to also offer the new study program, jazz, which has been accredited in this year. Another program in bachelor level is music education, which has only one principal study, musical education. Musical education is actually giving competencies to students to be able to teach in primary or high schools and also in elementary music schools to teach musical theory. And who concluded bachelor level of musical pedagogy can teach in primary schools or as an assistant in gymnasium. But afterwards, if finishing also the master's level, one can get a license to be independent teacher in musical pedagogy. At master's degree programs, those two programs split into four. The musical arts splits into three different programs. One of them is continuous musical arts. And this program is giving competencies to students to specialize in artistic studies, means to either play in the orchestra or having some solistic career. With it, you can get a title Master of Music, and then afterwards, of course, the field which you have been studying, for example, a violinist, conductor, and so on. On top of these, two new programs join the musical arts. One of them is Instrumental and Vocal Education, which has 22 principal studies. Those are all the instruments. And Music Theory Education, which has 4 principal studies: composition, orchestral conducting, choral conducting, and sacred music. These two programs are giving competences to be able to work in pedagogical profession at the elementary or elementary music school or conservatory of music. With it, you are being attributed the title Professor of Music, and then, of course, it depends of the field which you were doing. Music education, I have already mentioned before, and which just continues vertically the bachelor studies of musical education. We also offer so-called preparatory and specialization non-degree programs. Preparatory program is meant for any candidate who would like to get certain insight or preparation before the entrance exam. For example, if someone didn't do conservatory at the middle level of education, then it's certainly recommendable to do this preparatory program at Academy of Music. It is our professors who are teaching and preparing. The duration is 10 weeks. It's very flexible concerning the execution of this program. It can be whether the lessons can be held whether weekly, or in case that someone coming from far away, it can be done in 2 concentrated courses over 1 week, or as agreed with professor. Candidates can compile their study plan according to their needs, which means it is possible not to get insight only of your principal instrument, but also solfeggio, analysis, vocal technique, complementary piano, etc. For students who have finished already the Academy of Music and would like to specialize themselves a little bit more, or whether they would like to attend some international competition or orchestral audition whatsoever, we offer specialization program. Similarly, like for preparatory program, we offer instrument specialization or singing, as well as composition, music theory, conducting, chamber music, jazz, and repetitoring, which means piano accompaniment. The duration of specialization program is minimum 1 semester, but it can be extended up to 4 semesters. And the same as in preparatory program, candidates can compile their study plan according to their needs, which means they can either study only their principal studies or take some elective courses as well. Besides that, we also so-called PAI. It's meant for all those who concluded their studies of musical art or any similar studies abroad and they would like to get possibility to teach at music schools in our country. So inscribing this program gives you all the necessary competencies that after completing it, you can actually teach also instruments. So it gives you a possibility if you conclude the program musical art at our institution with the specialization pedagogic complementary program, you can then also get all the competencies for teaching. We also offer doctoral studies for, at this point, only humanities and social sciences, which have two fields of research. These are music education and music theory. But currently at this point, we are also on the point of accreditation of artistic doctoral program. And I sincerely believe that those who are going to inscribe studies at Academy of Music with October are already going to be able to continue their studies on doctoral level in case they are going to decide for that. So what is the difference, artistic doctor's degree or scientific doctor's degree? It's actually that in doctoral studies in arts, there are more of some performing and creative activities and not only scientific research. Also, it's possible to do doctoral degree studies in a joint program, which is offered by the Faculty of Social Sciences and Faculty of Arts in collaboration with Academy of Music, as well as the Faculty of Mathematics and Physics and the Faculty of Computer and Information Sciences and the Faculty of Theology fields. The entrance exam for bachelor studies is going to take place on 19th of May, 2023. The applications are already open, starting from the middle of February until 20th of March. And they happen exclusively through the government portal, the so-called EVS. It's the link is displayed on the presentation, which you can see, as well as the link which leads to the deadlines and all the necessary dates. The entrance exam for masters is going to be the 23rd of June. However, it is possible at our institution also to in case that not everyone who passed the entry exam in first term decides to inscribe themselves, we also offer the second term of entry exams, which usually happen at the beginning of September. This year is going to be 8th of September, Friday. And the application for that is going to be 4 days in August, between 17th and 21st of August. The information about being accepted goes like this. After playing at the entrance exams, the Faculty of Music sends you an information whether you have passed the entrance exam or not, but this doesn't mean yet, if you pass it, this doesn't mean yet a student being accepted to the Academy of Music. The further procedure has to go through the main university, and there it's necessary to attach also a certificate of a secondary music school or a Matura certificate, and also to pass audition of oral skills, music and forms, and history of music. But as well, if you are very talented and or being younger than 18 years old, sometimes it happened that we can accept someone with exceptions for the candidate who demonstrate exceptional talent in music and art. For everyone who is coming from European Union doesn't need visa to study and live in Slovenia, and procedures for inscription are very simple. However, non-European students need permission to stay here, and it's advisable to inform themselves about the right procedures well in advance in order to avoid unnecessary complications. Procedure depends, of course, on nationality, place of residence, and educational plans. Language at our institution is predominantly Slovene. This mainly affects group classes such as history of music, harmony, ear training, and so on. However, because ear training and sometimes also musical theory are being held in small groups, it is possible to do to attend also in English. Individual lessons, instrumental and vocal, also chamber music and orchestras classes may be given in English or in any other language, such as Croatian or Serbian, or German or French, depends what a professor speaks. But what we recommend, however, is language skill in English, at least B1. We also offer, university also offers programs to learn Slovene language at the university. At your screens, you see the link to which will provide you with more information and give you the deadlines. It is possible also to profit from the program Year Plus. This is a program which gives you ECTS credits for learning Slovene language. So it's set as a class. So the entrance exam for bachelor, which is going to happen on 19th of May, as I already said, it is necessary to pass audition of entrance exam musical and artistic talent, and also to test oral skills, music and forms, and history of music. All the deadlines, all the necessary specification, what is necessary to play for which instrument, you can find on our webpage under the link study. To access into the second level program, so-called masters, it is necessary to have completed bachelor degree program in musical arts, whether at Academy of Music in Ljubljana or any other institution of similar profession or equivalent program in abroad. But nevertheless, it is necessary to pass an entry exam, so an audition, which consists of examination program of their final year principal study course of the bachelor's degree program. It is necessary to play approximately 45 minutes. So the program is open to all the applicants who have completed any bachelor's degree program and successfully passed the audition and obtained 60 ECTS credits from the musical arts program. For candidates who do not have the equivalent of those diplomas, can also apply, but all the applications will be analyzed by a committee that can decide to accept them or not. So for the purpose of continuing education in the Republic of Slovenia, educational institutions are the competent bodies for educational recognition procedure. It is possible to apply for education recognition at the educational institution where someone wants to continue his or her education. And this recognition procedure would be a part of the enrollment procedure. So in order to certify the equivalence of your diplomas, it would be necessary to contact the ENIC NARIC Center. The website is displayed on your screens. At Academy of Music, we also do some research. We were hosting the conference of EPARM, we are already did, and we are going to in March 2024. In the past, we have edited the facsimile of Beethoven's Sixth Symphony, which was dedicated to Slovenian Philharmonics in the years when Beethoven was working here, when he was elected as an honorary member of the Philharmonische Gesellschaft in Ljubljana. We have hosted in November 2022 International Scientific Symposium with title Opening the Doors to the Art and Science of Music. And also we offer some publishing activities, mainly the Journal of Music Education, as well as different monographies by our professors. One thing that we are extremely proud of is our concert season. We have, when we count our events, we have more than 150 concerts per year, and 50 of them are in the main concert season with 4 big cycles that we hold. The biggest of them is called Tutti. This includes basically all the orchestras or ensembles or formations that exist. We have a symphony orchestra, we have wind orchestra, chamber string orchestra, big band, 3 choirs, so mixed choir, chamber choir, female choir, ensembles as orchestra of accordions, of guitars, of saxophones, of clarinets, flutes, etc. What we are especially proud of is that we offer to our students an audition to be able to present themselves as soloists with these orchestras. So this audition looks like this, that every year between 80 and 100 students apply for the audition, and then we choose between 15 to 20 of them which can then perform as a soloist with the orchestras. And it's not only about our local orchestras, it's also about the national orchestras. We have collaboration on this topic with all the main orchestras in Slovenia, such as Slovenian Philharmonics, the Orchestra of Radio and Television, both orchestras of Slovenian National Theatre, so the one in Ljubljana and the one in Maribor, both wind orchestras, so Wind Orchestra of Slovenian Army and the one of Slovenian Police. Besides this cycle, we also offer cycle Solo et da Camera. As name already tells you, it's meant more for chamber music, concerts and solistic concerts. Also, this participation in these cycles goes through audition, and it's meant for our students as well as for our professors. Also, every year we organize at least one opera production. Usually we exchange them like cyclically, and it goes for different forms of operas, such as Baroque operas up to contemporary operas. For example, this year we had a project of mini operas, which means that it was our students who composed music for short operas in 1 or 2 acts. And we were collaborating with students of dramaturgy from the Faculty of Theater, Radio, Film and Television, who made a scenography and also wrote libretto. And of course, it was our students who were then collaborating in roles of soloists, singer-soloists, as well as in the orchestra, which was then accompanying the operas. So when it comes to concert activity, it is really, really rich at the Academy of Music. As I mentioned already before, we are collaborating with all the orchestras which are in Slovenia. But also we do co-productions and individual collaborations with the Slovenian Chamber Music Theater, the Glasbena Matica Society of Ljubljana, and other national institutions of music. Symphony orchestra, our symphony orchestra takes part in national celebration, such as Slovenian Music Days Festival, chamber string orchestra of the Slovenian Philharmonics, and slow wind woodwind quintet perform pieces by the academy students of composition. And also our students of composition compose obligatory pieces for the national and international competitions for young musicians, such as TEMSIG. This is an abbreviation which stands for our national competition. EMONA is another competition which is meant for younger students from the age of 12 to 18, competition Leon Pfeiffer, and so on. And also our senior students are on regular basis helping as substitutes in all professional Slovenian orchestras. Every year, we also organize a summer academy, which usually takes place at the end of August, called Academia Musicae Labacensis. Last year, there was a masterclass for violin, viola, and violoncello and percussion. This year, we are planning to do summer academy for wind and brass instruments. The mentors are not yet fully decided, but if you are going to follow our webpage, everything is going to be updated just in time. Some events, artistic events that happen at our Academy of Music are international tours of the Academy Symphony Orchestra. In the past, it was holding concerts in Germany, Austria, Italy, and Hungary, as well as our big band, which every year has a tour through the countries of Middle Europe, such as Germany, Hungary, Austria, Serbia, Northern Macedonia. With our mini operas project, we were having guest concerts at Hungary and Czech Republic. And also for our Cathedral for Brass Instruments, there is a project called Brass and Roll. There are also concert exchanges through our departments with partner academies in Budapest, Belgrade, Zagreb, Graz, Udine, Brno, and Beijing. We hold international solfege competition, and every 3 years also UniWind Ljubljana International Competition. As name tells you, it is meant for young candidates specializing themselves in playing in wind instrument. In March 2023, we are also going to hold Medinea session, which offers the whole array of various master classes on different topics, where we hold accomplished musicians from renowned orchestras such as Vienna Philharmonics, Berlin Philharmonics, Bayerischer Rundfunk, and so on. Our international activity is also quite interesting. In the frames of Project Erasmus+, we have signed contracts with approximately 160 different institutions across Europe. And lately, there are also new possibilities of collaborations with South Africa, China, and United States of America. So what I mean when I say exchange, it is meant for students as well as for our professors. We also hold lots of master classes at Academy of Music. And as I already mentioned, collaborating in different European projects, such as Swing Erasmus. This means through the program, through the application LOLA, which means low latency connection system. We collaborate with Vienna Music University and Trieste Music Conservatory, giving master classes and sometimes also chamber music performances through video conference, because this low latency system demands gives possibility for very high speed without delay, and it's actually possible to do some chamber music while online, while being couple of hundreds of kilometers away from each other. As I mentioned, also Medinea on Air is the collaboration with the festival Aix-en-Provence and Conservatory of Lisbona. Another thing, such project is In Media Stat Virtus, which is a project with Conservatorio Giacomo Puccini. Also Conservatorio de Musica a Coruña, and so on. The full list is listed on the screen. We are actually quite proud about the facts that given our Erasmus exchanges, the number of incoming students and outgoing students is pretty much very similar number, which actually means that we are quite interested also for students from abroad, which is after all also our goal. Erasmus offers different types of exchanges. Of course, student exchange in education, but also student exchange in Erasmus training. For institutions which are not part of Erasmus program, we have signed also some bilateral exchange agreements and CPUS exchange network. There are possibility for random scholarships by the Public Scholarship Development, Disability and Maintenance Fund of the Republic in Slovenia, and etc. What I have to mention as well is also the participation of our students in all the structure of Academy of Music, which means students have possibility to make their suggestions and wishes to come through by the means of deciding, especially through Student Council, which is our internal organization, and a student organization, which is a student organization within the whole University of Ljubljana. We have also student representatives in our internal bodies, such as Senate and other commissions which are taking place at Academy of Music. To mention some strengths of studying at Academy of Music in Ljubljana, we are very proud that our students have won over 100 awards at international and national competitions every year. And the Academy has a very high graduate employment rate. According to the analysis which was held by the Ministry of Education, it is among the highest within all the 26 faculties within University of Ljubljana. Many of our alumni have important solo careers and perform in the best European symphony orchestras or lecture at important international institutions. Also, when it comes to the auditions for youth orchestras, our students are usually very successful in that, such as Gustav Mahler Jugendorchester, EU Phony Orchestra, Siemann Orchestra, the Italian festival Nei Suoni dei Luoghi, and so on. What you can also see in the next slide of presentation, courses which are offered in English. These are analysis of musical forms, jazz orchestra, history and styles of jazz, jazz harmony, and combo. Most of it is also due to the fact that one of our professor is an excellent American jazz player, Steve Klink. For individual lessons, courses in English are not a problem at all when it comes to instrument composition or conducting, chamber music, studio for new music, as well as orchestra and choir. At master level, it is actually even easier because certain group subjects such as history of music and similar falls away, and it stays only either individual courses, orchestra or studio, as well as the subjects which are mentioned on the slide: choir, ear training, applied psychology of music, jazz orchestra, and combo. However, all the syllabuses of all the subjects are translated into English, and once you're inscribed to the Academy of Music, you can find them on our webpage. Before I conclude, I still show you some links which are important for the information and entry exam. Most of them you can find on our webpage. If you go under the link study, there are also all the information about the entry exam and all the necessary links to the government portal, which is linked to the entry exam procedure, as well as inscription. So these would be some pretty much general data about studying at our institution. For all the precise information, you can either find them on our webpage, or if you wish, please do not hesitate also to write an email. It can be directly to me. You can find my email on our webpage, or anyone else from the administration panel. The contacts are also mentioned on our webpage. I wish you very good and wise consideration about your future life, about your inscription to faculties, and of course, lots of success passing the entry exam in the case you are going to decide to study with us. Thank you very much. I'm open for any question. So there are already some questions in chat. One of them is, how much is the tuition fee for foreign students at Academy? It usually changes a little bit every school year, but approximately 4,500 euros a year. The precise number is written on our webpage. However, we have agreements with basically all the countries of ex-Yugoslavian states, which means with Serbia, Northern Macedonia, Bosnia, and Montenegro. Students from these countries can study for free. Another question is if lectures are held in English. This I have already answered before. To summarize, all the individual lectures, yes, and also quite some array of group classes such as chamber music, orchestra, and some subjects. What is not held in English are the big group classes such as history of music. One more question. How long does the master's program last and what majors are there? Master's program lasts basically 2 years or 4 semesters. Majors are all the instruments which we offer already on bachelor, and as well as pedagogical programs such as musical art, musical pedagogy, musical theory pedagogy, and musical pedagogy itself. If there are no more questions, then I thank you very much, all of you, for participating in this presentation, and wish you all the best.